I am thinking about becoming a life coach. First thoughts, go.
I want to be your partner because I was thinking the same thing the other day. So
Right?
let's
Wes,
do it.
Yeah, no.
Do I not give some decent advice?
Yeah, Murr, you have a pretty good aptitude for listening and bouncing, kind of hypothetical questions. Like, well, maybe you didn't think about this. You're a very, very good conversationalist. But I guess my question, hey, I have no problems with the thought and the theory and the idea and it's just not even necessarily the follow through. Is there a market for that? Are there paying customers?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
I think therapy, especially because of the pandemic, there are so few therapists out there now. I think we fall into the lesser tier where people are just willing to talk to any schmuck that's willing to listen and get some reasonable, not necessarily sound-minded advice. This would allow me to really explore the space, if you will. Just out of curiosity, because I listen to a lot of podcasts and there's this betterhelp.com because people are scared to leave their house. They're now doing therapy Zoom sessions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's $100 a week. And they want you to sign up for a month at a time. That's $400 a month. I'll do it for half. I'd do it for less, but half seems like a good markdown. And here's the thing. I don't have the time, the money, or the wherewithal to become an actual therapist. So I started thinking, well, what's a step down from therapist? Life coach? Then what? Like Reiki teacher?
Yeah, I think you become like a yoga instructor.
Right. Palm reader.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You offer like sound baths where they just they ring bells, and that's your therapy.
You purchase one of those,
which I would do. I mean, fuck it, let's get some bells.
You could purchase one of those. What's it called? A desensitization chamber. You float in water with no
with the salty water.
No noise and no light.
Oh, the sensory deprivation tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then God, and you invest in that, and then you don't even have to be a life coach. You say, okay, Wesley, today I want you to really think about the things that are causing you anxiety. Now I'm going to close the door, and then I just put on some fancy music, and after an hour I'm like, how was your session? That was pretty good. Okay, it's going to be $50.
I'm going to see like some guys are going to be like, wait, so where's the hand job? Where's that come in?
Well, that's another 50.
Hey man, listen, no, I think the idea is good. You have a good personality for it. I'm just thinking about the business end of it. The skills there, the ideas there. And yeah, by all means, go for it. It's just, trying to think about the sector of the world that you live in and, all those seeking life therapy sessions.
Yeah, but look at this thing that we're doing right now. We've now been doing a podcast remotely, the three of us, for over a year. What's to say I can't just, send somebody a link? I charge them $50 to chat with them for an hour. Hey, what do you want to talk about? See the Snyder Cut? That was good. What'd you think? What did you think Superman was going through at the time? How does that relate to you? And I looked up what it takes to become a life coach. Nothing. You don't even need a certificate.
No,
you need an LLC.
Mm-hmm. You just brand yourself a life coach, and then you start. Yeah. And I think part of it too is like, what you really need to do is we can do if we're gonna do it together. We buy ourselves like a really nice camera, and then we go on like an all-inclusive vacation, and we snap some shots. Just living the high life, margaritas, toes in sand, that kind of stuff. And then we come back and we use those on our marketing materials, being like, look at the life we live. It's pretty great. And you should listen to us.
We know enough schmokes and joes to give fake testimonials.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I talked to these people and they just told me to shut the fuck up. And how look at me. I'm cured. I'm loving myself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm borrowing from a Norm Macdonald joke, but he's mocking teachers, and he's like, what are you, a third grade teacher? What's that? What kind of education that take? What do you got to be, like I have a fourth grade education? And the way I'm looking at this is like, I'm damaged. I know this. I'm aware. A lot of people that are damaged don't realize how damaged they are. I just have to be mentally healthier than the next guy to be their life coach. To take that one step up, I just have to be a step above them. And I'm there for most of the world. I'd say I'm living about a 70% mentally healthy life. So I just have to find the 69% below me that are fucked, and I can help them or not. Doesn't matter. I'm just a life coach. You have to play the game.